Hello everyone and welcome to Mountain Lake Journal. I'm Tom Halleck. This week, a push to restore a drug treatment program for jail inmates addicted to opioids and heroin.
This is worse than old-time heroin.
The new state budget includes more than $200 million to help expand prevention and treatment programs statewide. The North Country will get about $7 million for a dozen new residential treatment beds, and funding to help a new initiative to bring 2 substance abuse counselors into the Clinton County Jail. Sheriff Dave Favro says there hasn't been funding for drug counseling inside the jail for about a decade. With treatment options limited and the crisis getting worse, Favro says 90% of the inmates in the jail are doing time for drug-related offenses.
We've cut and we've cut and we've cut and we've closed those places down, and now we just send them to the center that's called jail, and this is where they all end up. And we don't do enough to stop the problem.
North Country Assemblyman Billy Jones helped get $17,000 in the state budget to bring drug counselors back into the jail a few days a week.
This is going to be very successful. What we're announcing today is a program, a startup, to introduce our inmates back to society with the help that they need to get over behavioral issues and this awful opioid crisis that we're having here in the North Country.
And the Champlain Valley Family Center, a local treatment provider, will kick in another $12,000.
We will be providing assessments. We're going to be providing education. We're going to be providing referral services to those upon their discharge from the jail. They have a place to go to.
The center's executive director, Connie Wille, says the program will start in mid-May and work mostly with inmates who are incarcerated for a month or more.
We're going to need somebody who's going to be incarcerated for at least 30 to 45 days. And there's quite often a 60-day sentence that somebody may receive, and so that gives us time. It's vitally important that we're able to connect them to service on the outside.
Those services include drug treatment and housing to try to help addicts break the cycle.
The recidivism rate in our jails is directly linked to this opioid problem, and we can put a dent in that. We can put a serious dent in that with this program.
This is going to make a difference.
Right now there's only enough money to hire the substance abuse counselors for 1 year, but they hope that if they can show it's working and helping, the funding may continue. The program, by the way, is just one of the recommendations from a steering committee of community members called SPARCC that are working together to combat the opioid and heroin epidemic. You can hear more about what they're doing and about the new program for the Clinton County Jail on our website at mountainlake.org.